Good morning students. In the last lecture of the object oriented programming, we learned the open operation and close operation related with the file in C++. Now in this lecture we will start our next point, that is reading from and writing to files. In the last lecture we learned that how to open a particular file and how to close a particular file in a C++ program. Now in this lecture we will going to learn the how to read the contents from the file and how to write the contents to the file. First we will see how to read and write the text files. It is very easy and simple to read from or write to the text file. This is very easy concept, that the reading from a file and writing a new data to the file. It is possible to create a text file and also read the file created in a single program. It is possible to create a new text file as well as read the contents of that particular file which is created. We can do these two things into a single program. For that, first it takes the data from the keyword and writes it to the file using OpStream class. This program first takes the data, the input from the keyboard, and after that data is writes by using the OpStream class. And after writing the file is completed, the data file is closed. And after the writing the data to that particular file, that file is closed. Let's see one program. See this program. Here is an of file function which connects a list file. There is one file named as list. Then there are three variables are declared: name, age and character reply. Here one condition is checked. If the reply is S, that is small y, or the reply is equals to capital Y, then the input is taken for the file. That is, first it enters a name, then first name is entered by the keyboard, the input from the keyboard is taken and write to the list file by using ofFile function. By using ofFile function, we are writing a name to the file. Then after age is entered from the keyboard, they inputted age, it is written to the file list file by using ofFile function. Then reply is again entered by the user. If reply is S, then another data is entered from the user. Then here ofFile.close, that means here list file is closed. Then again if string ifile list, that means here first we entered or first we write the data to the file, and for opening the data file, that opening data file is we are doing by using a ifstream function. Here list file is open, and one by one by using ifile function we are reading the contents or reading the data written to that particular file, and again the file is closed. After the execution of program, while you are entering a details as name and age, after that you get the message, do you want to input more names? If your answer is no, then the entered user details or the entered name and age is displayed from the file. Here first we are writing the data to the file, and after that we are reading the data from the file. We are writing a data to the file by using ofile function, and here we are reading the data from the file by using ifile function. In short, this program opens the data file using iStream class and reads the information written to that particular file and display the data on the screen. Then next one is the getLine function. The getLine function is also used to read the data from the file. See the description. The getLine function is used for read operation. The getLine function is also used for the read function. The file contents are read line by line using getLine function till end of file has reached. Until the end of the file comes, this getLine function reads the contents of the file line by line. Syntax is iStream address getLine. Here we want to define a character buffer. Here stream size is declared. See the example. This program shows the concept of getLine function. The getLine, we know that the getLine function handles multiple characters at a time. That means getLine function reads the contents of the file, that is line by line. Here the getLine function is applied. There are two parameters for the getLine function, that are here is an buffer. That means here text variable is declared. In that text variable, maximum size of that particular text string, that is 80, and here we give the text, and second one is the stream number. Here stream size is 80, so here we are specifying, here array size is 80, so here we are specifying 80. This getLine function read line from the particular file and it is displayed on the console. So while you are getting executed this particular program, it provides the output as Pune University and open with C++. Because in a program, by using ofile function, we are writing a message as Pune University, then at the next line OP with C++. That means in a test.txt file contains the two lines. First line it contains Pune University, at the second line the message contains OP with C++. So by using getLine function, it displays the contents of the file line by line. So it first will display Pune University, and after that it will display OP with C++ message. You can also read the contents of the file by using character input output in text file. That means by using get and put function, we are possible to write the data to the file by using put function, and by using a get function we are also read a text file. These are another two methods that are used for mainly input output operation. That means for writing a data to the text file we are using a put function, and for reading the contents of the text file we are using get function. Here the demonstration of the put and get is shown. See this example. First two methods are mostly used in a C++ program for file handling. These are another two ways for reading and writing the contents of the file. Then another one is method for reading and writing binary files by using write and read function. We can also read the binary files from the program. For that particular program we are using a write operation for writing a binary data to the file, and For reading the contents of the binary file, we are using a read function. This is the demonstration of that. We can also read and write the class object. In a C++ program, basic central element is an object. We know that in a C++ is an object oriented language. That means everything in this programming language is considered as an object. So naturally the language supports the feature of reading from and writing to disk file objects directly. C++ is an object oriented, that's why this language supports the feature of reading and writing the objects directly. Object is nothing but the element of an class. Object is nothing but instance of that particular class. The binary input output function read and designed to do the same job as like the read and write function related with the binary function. The same read and write function we are using for reading and writing a class object in a C++ program. The write function copies the class object from the memory byte by byte, and as well as by using a read function we are reading the object of a class byte by byte. See the demonstration. This program shows how the class object can be written to read and write from a disk file. Here two variables are declared, roll number and name. Then there is one function read. In that read function we are inputting a roll number and name. Then for displaying a roll number and name we are using a show function, and in a show function we are simply displaying a entered roll number and name. Here in a main function we are creating an object of a class. Student is in one class. We are creating S1 as an object of that particular student class. Then here the read is performed. S1 dot read. Here object is read. That means object called a read function. So it will enter a roll number and name. That roll number and name is written to the file by using opstream function and write the message to that particular file, and by using a read function we are copy the contents of that particular object, that means roll number and name, and that roll number and name is shown by using object calling show function. So after you will execute this particular program, you will get the output as first it will display enter roll number and name. So while you are entering a name and roll number, that object is copied, objects contents are copied byte by byte, and again by using a offstream and avestream function the contents of the object read and write byte by byte, and again it will display byte by byte. So here read and write. For reading and writing a class object we are using a function read and write. So in today's lecture we learn how to read the contents of the file and how to write the contents to the file. Okay, thank you.